My name is Aaron. I am your host, and I'm here with the Robert, who is the vengeful Robert.
The Robert.
The Robert. There's no other Robert that is as good as him.
Sure.
That's why you're
I'm
the
vengeful, huh?
Yeah.
The vengeful Robert.
I mean, you are vengeance, aren't you?
Who am I out for vengeance for?
I don't know.
It's probably you.
I mean, you're the one in the
be honest.
Batman shirt, and that was like
That's
vengeance.
true. I am
because he is
vengeance.
vengeance, and he is the knight. He is the Robert. So we got it.
Do the Bane, you think I was born in darkness.
You
No.
just merely adapted to it. I have this mask on. Oh, yeah.
I mean, Bane was an early adopter. He knew how to protect yourself from COVID.
So really, he was trying to protect Gotham from COVID.
Exactly.
And that's all what he was.
He was cutting them off from the rest of the world. He was putting them in quarantine, and he was recommending everyone wear masks.
So then Batman was the bad guy?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Mind blown.
He was the knight.
Here we revisit The Dark Knight Rises and tell you why Bane was the hero all along.
Yeah.
He stopped sports so no one would go out there
That's
and
good.
be gathering together.
Yep, exactly.
Because he knew. That's why he
He
destroyed
took the
kingdom.
money away from the rich. Like we're on board for this. It's like level the playing field.
I
Give it
kind
to the
of.
poor.
How do I get on Bane's good side then and work my way up that ladder?
You probably have to kill like some nuclear physicist or something.
I mean, that's okay.
All right.
Yeah, I can live with that. That's good. That's good. Oh, take over the Wall Street. I got to do that too. Maybe that'll help.
Cool.
So I don't know.
Yep.
Anyway.
Let's do it.
And that derailed in less than
Welcome
2 minutes,
to
guys.
Talkin Geek.
Welcome to Talkin Geek. I hope y'all are having a great one. This is season 3, episode 15, I believe, at this
I don't
point
know.
now.
I
This
don't
will
trust
be
you.
our... I don't either because my numbers are usually off anyway, and I'll probably have a discllaimer stating that in a moment.
Uh-huh.
We'll
But
edit
this-
it. We'll edit.
I edit. That's what I do. That's what I do when I don't lose the footage, like last time.
Womp womp.
So
So
this
if you're
will
watching
be-
this week, you didn't watch us last week.
But you did hear us last week.
Hopefully. If you downloaded us in the podcast, which you can on many podcast platforms.
Any platform you're on.
Yeah.
The only one I know we're on all of them now. I fixed it.
Spotify, and
Spotify,
iTunes.
Pandora, iTunes, Google Play, Podcast Addict. Oh my gosh, there's
See,
so
there you
many.
go.
There's so many of them.
It's available for you.
So this will be our last one for both of us. For
Yep.
at least 2 weeks.
Yep.
I will be back after that 2 weeks,
Right.
though, to do a couple more shows before Robert comes back.
Yeah.
Robert's going to have fun. He's going to relax.
I am.
His contract states somehow he gets a month off. I don't know how he pulled that off. So
Well, I mean, it's actually not in the
Now,
contract.
is he really going to relax?
I created an addendum.
oh, that's how you did it.
Yeah,
Okay,
100%.
That makes more sense. I was like, I don't remember putting that.
I worked around it.
That makes sense now. So he'll be back in about a month.
Yeah,
roughly.
mid-October I'll be
Yeah.
back.
I'll be back in 2 weeks though, and Frank will be hopefully with me. Maybe he'll be on camera, maybe not, but at least he'll be
Maybe.
on voice. We'll have a mic for him set
For
up.
sure.
So that kind of covers what's going to happen. So for 2 weeks, we won't have anything really coming out, but we'll still be active on our Facebook page.
Yeah.
We'll still be there, guys. So definitely go check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/officialgygo. And hopefully y'all enjoy that. We're going to take those 2 weeks to just relax and not, have to worry about much. And
Kick back.
Exactly. At least I know I'm going to try to, but
I don't know. We might call Robert. We might crank call him.
you know what? We could
Saturday.
just call you. Yeah.
I have your guys' names programmed into my phone. I'll just ignore it. It's really easy to do.
I mean, okay, yeah, he's got some.
We'll just call him from somebody else's.
See, there you go.
See, we'll use Kristen's
That's okay.
phone
I
to
don't
call
answer.
her.
I don't answer calls.
We'll go
From
break.
numbers
We'll
I
go
don't
break into his
recognize either.
house.
Well, look, we'll use Kristen's phone number to contact you.
Okay.
And then that's how we're going to get you to answer
How
the phone.
exactly are you going to use her phone?
I don't know that
Okay,
part.
all
I
right.
just have the plan, all right?
We'll figure it out.
You're just
So-
a plan guy.
Yeah.
You're not involved with the execution
No.
of the plan.
I
we
just
don't
tell you
have
how
a
you should
string
do.
long enough for a band.
Perfect.
So, but just let you guys know that because we're already in September, at the end of September, we will be starting our paranormal videos will be coming out. Called Get Your Ghost On. So those will be coming out at the end of the month. So that's why I will be coming back for sure for the show with Frank, hopefully talking because
Zombie Iron Man.
a zombie Iron Man. Zombie Captain America is creepy as heck, by the way.
Zombies are great.
Which I think we might be getting in What If.
Ooh.
And
the
that
zombies.
new Disney Plus series.
That'd be cool.
There's some creepy images that have come out, as well as our last performance of Chadwick Boseman as T'Challa
Yes.
in a What If episode where it appears that T'Challa was perhaps taken as a child instead of Peter
Ooh,
Quill.
That'd be interesting.
And so we might get a Black Panther in space
In
as Star-Lord.
space.
That would be pretty
That'd be
cool.
So,
Guardians of the
but definitely we have. Oh God, Guardians forever. So,
That's good. I like that.
so we'll definitely. We'll have some more videos come out, but the paranormal ones, so get your ghost on, guys, will be coming out at the end of the month with our first video being Comanche Lookout Point. That'll be the first one that comes out. After that, there'll be a few others that we are still in the midst of recording and editing right now, which is why I lost some of our footage, to be honest. So
It was haunted footage.
it was. It was all haunted. It corrupted everything, and it was all out. So
Correct. It wasn't just that you were like trying to make more space, so you accidentally deleted things.
Oh my gosh, I'm glad I've never done that way. But yeah, so definitely end of the month, whatever that last weekend is, check those out.
Yeah.
Hopefully, because I did mess up the other video too, the ranking of our Marvel one should be out this week, hopefully, and our Star Wars videos.
Yeah, I'm sure it's coming out.
So hopefully all this will be out. So let's move on, and we'll keep going and talk about other stuff as well.
We'll get into our segments. Let's do it.
So our first segment, as always, is Take My Money.
Shut up and take my money.
Shut up and take my money.
But we got his dance again. I don't have any dollar bills. One of these days, I'm gonna bring like fake bills in so we can do that.
Good, because you owe me real money. So
I owe you 50 cents right now, roughly.
something like that. Yeah.
Maybe $1. Maybe.
That contract, okay? It's worth that. It's about the principle, okay? Not the actual money at this point.
Well,
So-
I don't have headphones, so you guys just look goofy just moving around.
Well,
Yeah, we need to
that's
get
all right.
we need to get him headphones too.
All right, so
eventually.
take my money.
So
Whose money
let's
are they
see.
taking first?
I'm trying to think. So mine. I guess. What is yours?
Well,
Yours
okay.
Was that one? You know
Yeah.
what? Yours. Let's
Okay.
do yours.
All right.
I like
So,
yours idea.
if you are, I'm sure they have one of these for non-Mac users as well. But this is specifically for Mac users. So if you use Apple products and use a MacBook for your laptop of choice, you can get a sweet keyboard cover that is very geeky, has superhero stuff. So you get like the Green Lantern symbol for the letter G, or the Batman symbol for the letter B, different
for
other things
S.
like that. Yeah. So
The ships were
I don't know
ski-
is it Spider-Man or is it Superman?
Was it Super?
I
Maybe
don't
it was
know.
Spider- No, maybe no. It might have been Spider-Man because I remember. I don't know now.
I
I
don't
remember
know.
the ships were the sneaks from Wolverine.
Right.
Those were cool.
Yeah. There's a lot of it's cool.
I love it.
It's
It was
one of
really
those.
cool.
It's one of those things where if you are looking to show off your geekiness while you're hanging out on your laptop,
Why not?
Here's
How
a
you
good
get the
option for
ladies
you.
to come around? They'd be like, "Oh, what's this?"
Is that how?
Yes.
No wonder
Well,
it took
see-
me so long.
I mean, I'm still trying.
I
It's
did not
hasn't
have
worked.
that.
I have to buy a MacBook first now.
Okay.
Then I can buy the keyboard.
Yeah.
Then I can get the ladies.
Okay, cool.
That's how it
cool,
works
cool.
right now for me.
That's expensive to get a lady.
It's not cheap. When is it ever cheap?
Well, it's expensive to keep one, but I didn't know
That's
it was
true.
expensive to get one.
I know,
it is, man. Both. It's always cost us money.
That's fun.
So I like it though. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
So I just realized too. So I was looking at it because we have all of our stuff together. Your wife sent 2 things for
She
Taking My Money.
did.
So there's a different one.
Okay.
So I kind of want to keep mine and the other one that she sent together because they kind of
Okay.
go hand in hand.
Yeah. Okay.
So her other one was a necklace. That necklace one.
I remember.
So it's a what is it exactly? It's like a little dolphin. Oh no, it's a shark.
It's a shark
for Shark Week. Yeah. And it's little pearls inside. Let me
With
see, what is
opals,
it?
I think?
Opals. You're right.
Yeah.
There you go. Opals inside of it. It's really cool looking, and it's
your
supposed to have a little
shark.
thing to help track the shark that you basically help save because the money goes to help the ocean project. And yeah, they give you a little thing to track the shark, tell you like where it's at and all that kind of stuff, which is really cool to me.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of cool. Like I want to know where my shark is, and so he doesn't come eat me by accident.
He's not going to eat you by accident. When was the last time you went wakeboarding in the ocean?
I don't go in the ocean because I don't want to get eaten by a shark by accident.
So my point is, you have 0 chance of being eaten by a shark. Okay,
No.
Sharknado is not real. They're not
So-
coming onto the land.
Hold on.
Yeah.
What happens if SeaWorld's transporting its shark
Uh-huh.
and it falls out the truck and eats me?
Yeah, that's not how it works.
But I mean, it could.
No, it absolutely can't. That's not how it works. They don't transport sharks.
I watched Trailer Park Shark the other day.
See, Trailer Park Shark. Look,
They don't transport sharks on I-10. Okay, I think you're gonna be
hey,
all right here.
we have 35, we have 37, we have 10.
1604.
Yeah, what if they're going from one SeaWorld to the aquarium and they're just traveling down Bandera?
It can happen.
It could happen. I could get eaten. What if it's a robotic shark? Does that count?
No,
Robotic sharks?
no, that doesn't count.
Boy, we're gonna feel really
That's a
stupid
robot.
when we read that Aaron got eaten by a shark.
I promise you, Frank, I will do a public service announcement for I'll do a 24-hour telethon. Like just straight for PSA against shark attacks if Aaron is ever eaten by a shark. Okay.
You heard it.
I heard you. You heard it here first.
You heard it here.
We got
He's gonna do this.
Absolutely. Put that down in blood, okay? Jeez. Sharks don't attack people. It's very rare.
It's very rare, and they only do it if they're extremely, extremely hungry, and
or if they're confused about what you are.
Yeah, or
they don't.
that's the other one.
They don't view you as prey. They think
Are they kosher?
correct.
Oh.
I'm okay then.
They are looking for fatty seals.
Yes.
And that's what and so if they attack you, they think you were a fatty seal.
Is it that, and then like I said, I know it's because they're really, really hungry. Like they've had to come so close to shore to find food because their food
Sure.
supply has been like messed up by humans. So
Yeah, that is what we do.
that is exactly what we do. We destroy ecosystems. So
Is-
anyway, go
what is
save
that?
ecosystem.
The Matrix, when he's like, human beings are a disease. You're a virus. You go into new places and you multiply.
Oh God.
And it's like, yeah, that's pretty much what we do. The Agent
it's
Smith
true.
is not wrong.
Maybe he's the hero in his own story.
I'm sure he is.
So
Mr. Anderson.
I liked it. It's a good one, but I like that. It's a cool
What
looking little
use is a
pendant.
phone call if you cannot speak?
Oh, that part creeped me out too. The
It's
mouth
creepy.
disappearing. I'm
Mhm.
like,
No.
so.
I love that movie.
It's a good movie. The first one's really good.
What you mean the only one?
The second one isn't bad. I didn't
What
mind the second one.
No, they didn't make any more.
They're not making a fourth one?
No, well, I will reserve judgment, and I'll let you know after I see it
know.
whether or not it exists.
But
Because
then that's really number two.
2 and 3 do not exist.
Oh my God. You know what? Keanu said it best. Birth, life, and death. That's what the movies are.
No, they're not.
That's how Keanu looks at it.
And
and how
that's
he says
wonderful for Keanu. He
Look,
made
are you
lots
saying
of
Keanu's
money.
wrong?
Yes,
He's
in this
never wrong.
instance.
He is never wrong.
The first Matrix is the only Matrix
Oh my
movie.
gosh. They're not. The second one is not that bad.
The
It
third
really
one's
isn't.
pretty bad.
Third one I didn't care
2
for
and
too
3 are
much.
both terrible.
Oh my God. Anyway, so we're moving on to our Take Our Money. So we're going to move on to mine.
Yep.
Because we can wrap up with Kristen's. Mine is a pair of Bulbasaur shoes. I like them.
Yeah,
From Pokemon.
You can have them.
You don't like them?
I mean,
Oh, well, you're not
Pokemon's not
Pokemon,
my
right?
thing.
Yeah, that's right.
But on top of that, like, I don't really care for like flashy or fancy shoes. Like, I want shoes that cover my feet so that I
You
can
know,
walk. Like, that's all I care about. So
I get you on that.
that type of thing is like it's totally not my thing. Like every time, like I listen to a different podcast and this guy is like, he really loves basketball shoes and he's always talking about the different versions of Nike and all this stuff and I'm just like, I don't care. Like, do they?
Yeah.
If I'm playing a sport, do they give my ankle the right cover? Like the right support. That's the only thing I care about. I do
exactly.
not care what they look like.
I'll give you that because like these are the first shoes I'm like, oh, it's cool because I'm not like that. I'm not like, oh, I need these Jordans that just come out there $400. I don't need that.
No.
Like these are probably my flashiest ones because of the colors that I'm wearing, and that's only because I got them for like over half off, and I'm like, cool. And they do what they're supposed
Was it you or Christian that posted that sweatshirt with Bulbasaur, but he had the pumpkin in his back
to. Probably me.
instead of the bud?
Yeah, he's a Halloween
Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur. Yes, I love that one. I gotta find that somewhere because it was on somebody's like, I don't know if it was like a concept design or something, but I really love that hoodie because it was like a little hoodie and he has the pumpkin on his back instead of the bulb, and he has a little skull on his head, and
Nice.
he's black instead of like that bluish teal color he is. So I don't know, I like it, and these are like the first time I'm like, shoes, these look freaking cool. I'm the same way as you though. Like normally it's like I got a pair of shoes.
Yeah.
These work. Like you said, do they
I
support
mean,
my ankle? Do they do this?
And
Yeah,
if you love Bulbasaur, then maybe these are the shoes for you. It's just for me, I'm going.
yeah,
I'm
exactly.
good.
I mean, you're always in boots though.
Boots or I'll wear sneakers or I mean I'm at my job when I actually had to go into the office I wore like dress shoes.
I need see. I want new dress shoes.
Wear
I wish they would bring the
flip-flops.
Marvel shoes back when they had the Venom shoes and the Captain America shoes.
Yeah, see I
Yeah.
wouldn't wear any of those.
See, I would be afraid to wear them too because I'm like, they look so nice. Like, I don't want to wear them now.
They even had the saber-tooth ones. Those were nice.
Yeah, no,
See, I don't remember those. I saw
need
the
'em.
Dragon Ball Z ones, the Vegeta, the Goku, and Cell and Majin Buu. I think were those ones. Never bought them because they were like $300-400. So, but going into Kristen's with this one because I think it fits. If you do want to buy the shoes and make sure they stay clean,
Okay.
you can wipe them on the doormat she wants. So it is from Emperor's New Groove, right? That's the name of the movie. So it says, "Pull the lever, Krunk," and it has a picture of Krunk, and I don't remember her name.
Yzma.
Yzma. Okay.
Proof
I
that
didn't know
dinosaurs once walked the earth.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
It's a joke in the movie.
Yeah.
It's not just me saying it.
No, it's just Robert.
I'm not that funny, but
It was a cute movie. I haven't seen
wrong
it in
lever.
years.
That's,
lever,
that's definitely one of my favorite Disney movies. It's up there. It's like top 5 for me. I love that movie.
I was talking to this one person the other day, and we were talking about Disney movies because they were watching that cartoon Milan.
Okay,
Which
is a great movie.
Great movie. And so we were talking about like favorite movies, and she mentioned Emperor's New Groove. I completely forgot about that movie. That's
So
a
good.
Disney movie even.
Yep.
Until she was like, yeah, these are some of my favorite. And we're talking about our favorite Disney movies. And I was like, I completely forgot about that. And I'm like, I need to go watch it again because it's been like
It's so good.
10 years
Yeah.
plus since I've seen it. And I don't even think my kid has seen it even.
Oh, Aaron.
So I'm like, we need to watch this
Why are
movie.
you depriving your child of that fantastic movie?
Well, I gotta find it now.
It's on
I don't-
Disney Plus.
Is it on Disney Plus?
Yeah,
Okay, so I'm gonna
absolutely.
go. Maybe after this, we'll go do that.
It's
But,
so good.
What's his face? I love him as Kronk.
Putty.
Oh, Patrick Warburton.
Yes, Patrick Orban. I love him. He's such a funny actor. I
Yeah,
think.
he's great, and he's got the perfect voice for that. And you got John Goodman and David Spade voicing the two leads, and yeah, I mean, I
Good
think
movie.
it's fantastic. It's hilarious. It's got good lessons in there about not being selfish and all that stuff.
Exactly. It's good. Or you become a llama. Llama, 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 llama.
It's got one of my favorite jokes of all time, like in any comedy, because at the end, when they're trying to turn him back into a human, they've got all the different potions and they keep turning him into different animals and that kind of thing. And so there's one point where it's like, okay, try this one. And he tries it and it turns him into a llama again. And he's like, yeah, I'm a llama again. Oh, wait. No, he doesn't want to be a llama anymore.
wait.
He wants to be a human. But
Yeah.
he's just been turned into like a whale, into, like a little bird. So all these other things are happening. And so he's just like, yeah, I'm a llama again. Wait.
Wait a minute.
So, yeah, that's a
Yeah,
good joke.
Cute movie. So definitely go check out those few things from our Take Our Money segment. And of course, they can find those links in our description below.
Yeah.
So we got 4 this week since Kristen did send us 2. So
Woohoo.
I like it. I like all these little items. Let us know what you think. If there's anything geeky out there that you think, hey, this could be cool, make sure you put it in the comments so I can see it, or Robert can see it, or Kristen can see it, and we can be like, hey, this is really geeky. Let's talk about this.
Take
and we'll
my
talk about it
money.
here on Take My Money. So now you get Robert dancing twice.
That's because Kristen sent in 2 items. So
Exactly. We had to do
you
it
get
twice
double
now.
the dancing.
Is that what it is?
Can we run metrics on when people stop watching our video? Like, is it as soon as I start dancing, or
Or
is it
after?
right
Yeah.
after?
We'll find this out. Somebody please let us know too, because I don't want to do all that for it. But you know what? Here, that's how much they love to dance. We'll give you a little applause
I
for it.
appreciate that.
We need to get
the
Frank
non-existent audience. I
Hey.
appreciate that.
There exists.
If they were actually here, we'd all be wearing masks.
And then we would talk like Bane. I can't do his voice very well, but he has the mask on, so that's why I can't do it very well. So, but definitely, guys, go check all that stuff out. Of course, in our description. So we are our last one for a couple of weeks, so be fun though. Be fun. Geek news today.
Yeah.
So we'll go over all of our geeky news for this last week.
Yeah, I
would
mean,
say.
the first one, which we already kind of touched on, was Mandalorian Season 2 coming October 30th. So, yes, I'm excited. You're excited, I assume?
I am, because like I said, I don't like Skywalkers, and this has nothing to do with Skywalkers. I'm excited.
So far.
I swear to God, if you bring out
They're
Skywalkers,
gonna
I'm
bring
going
it.
to hate you,
They're gonna
Mandalorian.
bring them.
They tie everything together.
I don't want them to.
Well,
Wait, what's her name's beautiful, though? The girl, the Rebel Soldier girl?
the Rebel
I forgot
Soldier
what-
girl.
isn't
You
she a
talking about
rebel?
Gina Carano?
Yes. Was that her? I don't know. I don't know names. The one that helps him.
Yes.
I mean, Angel
yes.
Stardust, or is she in?
Yeah, and
Whatever.
she's in Deadpool.
Yeah, there you go, her.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Gina Carano.
All I know, isn't she like a UFC fighter, a wrestler or something?
She
Isn't
was,
she?
She
yes.
used to be in the UFC.
She was a
Yeah.
She was a mixed martial artist.
Yes. See, that's all I know.
Well, I'm glad that you like the show because she's pretty.
And she can kick my, you know what,
Yeah,
all over town.
She absolutely could.
And I'm scared crapless of her. Is that better answer too?
She's got some big muscles.
She does. She could take me out and I'll be like dead. Be dead. I mean, it's not like I can see his face and say, "Oh, he's a very handsome young man."
I mean, it's Pedro Pascal. We know what he looks like. He is very handsome.
What he looks like.
He's in Game of Thrones. He's going to be in the new Wonder Woman. He's
Who's he in Game of Thrones?
He's
He's not Jon Snow.
No. He's Prince
He's the one that
Oberon. Prince Oberon.
His head popped.
Yeah, he gets his eyeballs gouged out and
Against the Mountain.
yeah,
Oh, that's him. Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah. Pedro Pascal.
Oh, he was.
And he was in Kingsman 2.
Kingsman 2.
Who's in
and
Kingsman too? Wait a minute.
he
He was the
was
guy with the whip.
Yep.
That's him.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Oh
Pedro
wow, I
Pascal.
have to rewatch that film
Yeah.
now.
He was in the wall with
That one I don't know.
Matt Damon.
No, I didn't see that movie.
Same.
The Great
Um,
Wall.
Well, he is a very
he's
handsome
gonna
man
be
as well.
Max
then.
Lord in Wonder Woman 1984,
Oh, okay.
and then and
He was
Well,
also
he
in
is very
Narcos.
handsome as well.
he is
So, but you don't get to see his face until the 2 seconds in the
The
film,
last episode. I think.
correct.
and then the
he's
robot
got
he
Language.
heals on his own. I don't have to bleep myself out.
language.
I was trying not to this whole time.
Jeez. Yeah, that was like a totally unnecessary one too. Like there was no
No.
reason to drop it there.
Because he kills the robot.
No,
The robot kills himself.
No, he kills the robot.
That is
Oh
not
yeah,
what
he does
happened.
Okay,
shoot him in the forehead.
hold
He does
on.
shoot him in the head.
Listen to my theory. Hold on, listen to my theory. So, he doesn't want anyone to see his face, right? At all. The robot saw his face, right? And he says, and I remember, there's a platoon of soldiers outside that end of that cave. There was 5. You're telling me he couldn't kill 5 people, and he sends the robot out there because the robot's like, "I will sacrifice myself to stop this platoon," and then he looks around, and he's like, "There's only 5, and I already set the self-detonation." He
Well,
killed him.
that and the fact
He
that he had to
killed him.
walk across a river of lava, you know.
Well, he could have just let him be like, "Hey, if we duck down and shoot, they're standing right here," because he knew where they were all standing. Him and the robot probably could have killed
They
him.
had the high ground.
They did have the high ground.
No, the soldiers had the high ground. They
Oh,
were on the
soldiers-
lava river.
They were like even, weren't they? Were they higher? That much higher?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
you're still
how
telling me they can't
rivers
shoot?
work. The land has to be higher than.
It was a waterfall. Hold on, wait a minute.
Look what happened to Anakin, okay?
Again, you're telling me the robot
in the- he was
and
in the
her
lava
and him
river.
couldn't kill 5 soldiers.
I don't-
5 stormtroopers who already proved can't shoot anything. In
Yes,
this series.
we are on the same page that there was a platoon. Apparently, was like 10 people, and it was like that was ridiculous. But
more like a
you're not going to convince me that he killed the robot.
He could have said we can chill and kill them ourselves. That's all I'm saying. So Mandalorian season 2's coming out though, at the end of October.
Yep.
Or was it that
love you, Robert.
Aaron's always arguing about that door? What's going on with the door?
Yeah,
door?
Aaron, just the door that was open and then it was closed and then it was like
It
we
still
don't need to talk
bothers
about it. Why does it still bother you?
Because
it
it was close.
half
It
a second
should've been.
in one episode of a show that you liked. Why do you still care? Did you watch it again?
Because the robot could have survived, okay? If that door would have been open.
Okay.
He could have. He could have survived. He could have walked out and been like, "I'm out."
Yeah.
Now, that was the squad.
Also,
Or that was a
platoon. Yeah.
Also, I would like to point out at this point that it's a fantasy series that is not actually real, and the script writers are the ones that make these choices.
I'm
So-
not going to blame Jon Favreau at all.
Okay.
So
Well, how do they expect for us to believe it if they can't write it right?
I don't know. The historical documents.
Damn it.
I got to beat that out too. So anyway,
Language.
so
Let's move on to a different story because you just derailed that entire Star Wars conversation.
you're welcome.
You're like alienating our entire fan base.
I love all of them. I mean, I just love messing with it. I do really love that series though. It's one of my favorites. I will say that. And we just talked about it. I'm going to try to watch those other ones. So, but it was fun. It was fun. I don't even know what else we have. Oh, I just dropped my phone.
Way to go.
So,
I don't know which news you want to hit first.
I guess let's just go with Mulan because it's still Disney related.
It
So
is.
Mulan came out.
It did,
$30 for
Correct.
Disney Plus.
which I did not spend.
Makes two of us.
There is a report out. I actually don't know if it was confirmed by Disney or not, but it was I saw it in several websites, so I assume it's been confirmed.
What's that?
That it will be available to normal subscribers in December.
Yes.
December
So-
4th.
Yeah, if you just wait it out, you'll get it.
Yeah, so I can wait 3 months.
That's kind of how I'm looking at it. So right now, critics have given it an overall B rating from actual movie critics. As for fans, normal watchers, it's sitting roughly at about 40% on Rotten Tomato right now.
Ooh.
So a big difference. People always keep complaining that, these movie critics are just paid to give these higher ratings.
That's not true.
I think this is what I think, and I want your opinion. As you're way bigger movie goer than I am, I'll
Yep.
say that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that critics have a certain thing that they're looking for, and sometimes they lose touch with what the audience itself is looking for.
I think certainly critics view movies very differently than fans.
Yeah.
Because they're looking at a lot of different things. They're looking at story construction. They're looking at dialogue. They're looking at how a director may have shot a particular scene. They're looking at special effects, and they're looking at a lot of things. And most the casual moviegoer is going, did I have fun with that movie? Did it make me laugh? Did it make me cry?
Did I feel emotions?
Whatever. So I think movie critics in general are looking at things a little bit differently. But I think a lot of times what you see is that a critic score is lower than an audience score, and part of that is the audience is generally going to be made up of people that want to see the movie, and so they think they're going to like the movie, whereas critics, they're watching everything. And so even critics have certain genres that they go, I'm not a big horror fan, but I'm going to watch this horror movie because I'm a movie critic. That's my job.
That's what you're supposed to be doing.
Whereas the only people going to see that horror movie are horror movie fans. So a lot of times you'll see that there is a disconnect where a critic score might be lower than an audience score. What generally happens in the reverse, where you have audiences that aren't enjoying a movie as much as critics are, is usually either that's maybe a little bit more complex of a story, where there are kind of a lot of audience members when they go see a movie, they just want to something fun, something. Or in this case, what I think really is what it is that a lot of fans want the animated Mulan
Just to be
brought to life.
Yeah.
And that's not what this movie is.
No.
Even without having seen it, just seeing previews, but then also, hearing about it, this is an entirely different take on the story.
It is.
It doesn't have the music. It doesn't have certain characters that people may have wanted. It is a very different movie, and so you're going to have people that go to see it because they want, the version of Mulan that they got, animated, and that's not what this is.
So,
Exactly.
so let's say, for example, me that I've never seen Mulan.
Okay.
If I watch this live action Mulan,
Yeah.
I'd maybe like it a little bit more.
I think that's entirely possible.
It's more adult oriented.
It looks like it. I mean, it looks like it looks like an action movie, a war movie almost.
Okay.
And
I like those. I like those movies.
Yeah,
I like those.
I'm really looking forward to seeing it. I do love the original animated version, but I also because I see so many movies, I feel like I do have a little bit of that critic mindset too, where I'm like, I'm just open to, hopefully it's a good movie. That's what I want to see. Like I'm not going to try and compare it with the original. And even I haven't seen all of the Disney live action movies, but the ones that I have, The Jungle Book was very close to the animated movie.
Right.
They did change a few things, and I thought it worked pretty well. Beauty and the Beast was very close to the animated version. They changed a few things. I didn't like what they did with that one. I much prefer the animated version. It was like, why this is paint by numbers. Like you didn't do anything interesting with any of your new stuff.
Lion King.
I did not see the live action Lion King. I heard that it was very it was almost painted over like the exact same movie. And I'm like, why? I have no interest in seeing that. If I want to see that movie, I'll watch the animated.
Exactly.
So I want to see a new, different Mulan. I don't need to see the version that's the animated version,
It was like
now
like
live action.
Aladdin. Aladdin was pretty good. A live action.
Aladdin was good.
Aladdin, I actually, I didn't really care for Aladdin, mainly because I thought that I thought Will Smith was great as the genie.
He did a really good job.
But I didn't really care for the actor who played Aladdin, or the actress who played Jasmine, or the actor who played Jafar.
I'll give you that. Will Smith was the the main shine in
Yeah.
that.
And so it just was, I was kind of like, nah. I grew up on that animated version, and I didn't see a reason that they needed to update it, so I don't need that. Whereas, with Mulan, again, if you're going to give me a different version, I'm excited for that. I still want to see this.
Yeah.
And if the world was not the world that it is, if we could go to movie theaters safely, and if this was in theaters, I probably would go see it.
Same.
But if I'm going to have to watch it on my small screen, which is what I'm going to have to do now, I can wait a few months. I don't need to pay $30 to watch it. If I would pay $30 to watch it on the big screen.
Yeah.
I love the theater experience. I would do that. I don't want to pay $30 to watch it in my house.
And I agree with you 100% because I think we talked about it last week, the ability to pause and almost get yourself out of that immersion for those few seconds and then having to go back into it.
Yeah, it's just a totally different experience. That's
It is.
why I love going to the theater. It's why I love, even live theater or, musicals, anything like that is like you're there and that's what you're doing for that time. Like you don't get to do anything else. So, if you step out to go to the restroom, guess what? You missed 5 minutes. Like
Exactly.
you don't get to just pause it.
Go eat your
Absolutely.
stuff all beforehand.
Absolutely.
So,
I definitely, I still want to see Mulan. I'm looking
Same.
forward to it, but unfortunately, I am not going to pay $30 to watch it in my house.
Makes two of us.
So.
I won't. But I'm excited for it. Like I said, I want to watch it. I know a lot of the big issues I've been hearing is that it doesn't have the singing, it doesn't have this. It's like, well, tough. Like
And
that's
there is
just,
great music in that.
It is.
Let's get down to
gosh.
business to defeat the Huns.
You know.
It's good.
See, I like the concept of
Yeah.
Mulan. I wasn't all into the music.
Did they
Same. Like the
send
music
me
takes me out of
daughters
it. But I like
when
the
I
story.
asked for sons? You're the saddest bunch I ever met. But you can bet before we're through,
God, I was
somehow
Trying to
I'll
find it.
make a
And
man
when we get
out of you.
demonetized on this video because of this singing right here.
Now we're good.
But yeah,
I'm not
I
that
don't
good
know.
at singing.
with Eddie
It's
Murphy not
Disney.
being in it. I don't want to watch it.
I mean,
You didn't watch the first one with Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, it's like, wait.
what are you talking about?
gosh,
So your argument doesn't hold water, Frank. I'm watching you.
how could an argument hold water?
That's how.
He just threw a bottle at me.
I did.
Just saying. It's for those of you who are not watching us. So,
You deserved it.
I did. It was funny. I was worth it. It was worth it. So going for Mulan though,
Yep.
the Avengers came out. Avengers game
No,
came
the
out this
Avengers
past
came out a long
Friday.
time ago, but oh,
Right, the movie came out years ago.
Los Avengers.
The Avengers video game
not
has
the
come out.
Revengers.
I want to see the Revengers. That'd be good.
We
Came out
did.
Friday.
Thor, Ragnarok,
That's
Thor
true.
and Valkyrie and Hulk, the Avengers.
That was the yeah. That's a good point. Well, they're the Defenders. They'd be the
No,
Defenders.
he names them the
The
Revengers.
Revengers.
Yeah, that is
Remember?
right. He does, doesn't he?
I'm getting revenge. You're getting revenge. About you, still undecided.
I forgot about that. scene.
Yeah. It's
So
good
anyway,
stuff.
the Avengers game came out for
Yep.
consoles. So far, people seem to be loving it.
Yep, that's what I've heard.
I haven't had a chance to play it yet. I'll probably pick it up tomorrow and play it. But
And then
I
I'll steal
do
it from you. What console are you buying it on?
Xbox.
Cool.
So
I'll
you'll
steal it from
have to
We've got one.
wait a while
We've got
while I
one.
beat it. Yeah, you do. It does have single player campaign, multiplayer. Pretty much everyone's been enjoying the crud out of this one, though. It seems
Yeah.
to be a lot of people are happy how it's going now. They've been talking about the end game of it all, of course, in the looting system. So that's still kind of up in the air. But I just want to make sure that you guys know it did come out. Go
Yeah.
check it out. If you have already played it, though, let us know in the comments what you thought of it. Because again, I haven't played it. I watched this guy. What's his name? The Rad Brad. That's his name.
The Rad.
And
Brad.
he's played. Oh God, he's played like I don't know how many hours of it already. And it looks beautiful.
Yep.
It does. There are the costumes though. I want to say I don't like. I don't like Captain America's look, and I don't like Thor's look. Captain America looks too much like a soldier picked up out of like Afghanistan right now with the way his armor looks, and it looks almost kind of like, I don't know how to say it, but almost like a Starship Trooper kind of armor. Like it looks, it's like that's not gonna protect you really.
I thought you liked Starship.
I
Yeah,
do,
I was gonna
but I will be
say.
also the first to admit when their armor
Rico
doesn't look good.
Roughnecks.
You know, but I mean, it doesn't. I don't know. It just doesn't look right on Cap.
Okay.
Like I like Cap in like his normal uniform. I don't know.
Are
It
they-
just
was it
it's
just
not
like
happy.
a skin or what?
it's their skins, but it's just like he looks like legit like an Afghan soldier, like U.S. soldier. They plucked him out from Afghanistan right now, and all the gear they have on,
maybe that's just...
and it's just their take, and it's just not. I liked how he looks in the movies better. I like how he looks in the comic books better.
Yeah.
Thor looks a little different too.
Clearly, they were trying to give a little bit of a different look to set it apart.
It's good.
Yeah, to give homage to our men and women in uniform.
Homage.
It could be that, and it's again, it looks okay. Like the
Not
graphics look fine. They do start off with the opening. Basically, they're talking about like the child who's won like this contest to be on Avengers Day, wherever it all starts, where
and
everything
then
happens.
Taskmaster. I mean, like we saw that
yes,
footage and stuff. The Taskmaster shows up and
destroys
then,
everything.
Yeah,
and the whole fight
I
breaks
believe
out.
a big character in the game. A lot of the story revolves around Miss Marvel, right?
Yes,
Kamala Khan.
It is actually, I believe it's her that you follow.
Yeah,
that's one. So they didn't show this in the betas or anything, but it's her in a Quinjet with these other kids, and she's talking about her. What's the story called? It's like Avengers versus like Inkmen or something. Like it's a cute little name, and she's just excited because it's her and her dad are there, and they're going in. She's like, "Do you think they'll pick my story, Dad? I really hope they do." And you get to start off, and after they kind of show you who she is and who the dad is, you literally start off at that point in Avengers Day, which is basically like a huge carnival.
Right.
And they tell you if you can collect these 5 comics, you'll be able to get to our VIP section, so it's basically one of the achievements that she goes around and you play certain little games at the arcade, and they'll drop off a little comic book and you collect them, and then you're able to go to the next section of the VIP area kind of thing. And it's really cool. It looks really good for, probably one of the last games we're going to get on this console generation before, roughly we're all thinking November when all these consoles are going to come out.
Yep.
So it's a nice one. It's a good way to end this console. If this was the last game they said that, big game, I'll say it that way, that we're going to get for consoles, I would be happy with it.
Sure.
So we'll see where it goes.
Well, and sticking with Miss Marvel, there was kind of a announcement that the director duo that did Bad Boys for Life is going to be running the Miss Marvel show on Disney Plus. So I apologize in advance. I'm definitely going to do the names because you would do even worse than I would.
I would say biggity, blah, blah, blah,
so it's Adil El Arbi and Bilal Falah are the 2 gentlemen who are set to direct Miss Marvel. So I did not see Bad Boys for Life. Did either of you see that?
That's some pretty good fight scenes. The cinematography was actually really
All right.
I've seen Bad Boys 1 and 2. That was it.
Yeah. So I don't really know anything about these guys, but I'm excited for that series on Disney
Makes 2
Plus.
of us.
I think she's definitely an interesting character. I believe in the comics she's an Inhuman, and
yes, I believe so.
Captain Marvel's like her hero, so that's why she uses Miss Marvel the name. So we'll see if she's going to be an Inhuman in this. I think her powers are basically that she can. I think the word they use is embiggen, which is kind of a dumb word if you ask me, but
Kamala something.
Yeah, Kamala Khan, but she can basically change her body almost like Mr. Fantastic. Where she can grow bigger or smaller as the need
and
arises.
stretches and stuff too. I think so. It'll be interesting to see what she can do.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting series. I think the original writer of the series was talking about how in his mind, that was never a very cinematic character. He is like, it was a very comic booky character, so it'll be interesting to see if they can.
Yeah.
Was it her and
Bring that
Squirrel?
to life. I don't know.
Her partner.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
I don't know if they will. That'll be interesting.
So
Sticking to all of it, though, video games and Ms. Marvel, the Xbox price leak from possibly, I believe it was Pringles, may have accidentally leaked the price of the Xbox.
Let me guess,
Series X.
$499.99.
99.
Maybe. So, the way these amateur sleuths, I'll say, break it down is they're doing a prize. So, if you win the contest, you get a prize kind of thing. And it always tells you the estimated value of the prize.
Okay.
And the Xbox Series X is on there. And I'm not going to say what it is in the country that's in, because I believe it's in Africa, and I don't remember the exact price. But they're saying pound-wise, it's like 500 or 600 pounds, which comes out to like $800 in America. Now, no one knows if that's even true because they don't know if that includes anything else, and that would be really, really high for a console.
Yeah, that
Like,
sounds like it's a console plus like 5 games.
something. That's what we're wondering, is that it could be that. A lot of speculation is still stating anywhere
Not
from
only that, but they're
$4.99.
selling it overseas too. So I've heard that the price is.
Oh yeah, with all the tariffs and
ridiculous.
stuff. Yeah, and that could be it because Microsoft is a American corporation, so it could be that they have to mark up their price for the tariffs and everything else that have now been put in place. Their speculations are still holding strong between $4.99 and $5.99 for
Yep.
the console, which sounds about right for what we're getting from it. But to be almost $800, I think they would lose
Yeah.
too many customers in America.
Yeah, no. I can't imagine. I think it's still going to be $500. And I'm still interested to see. I mean, talk about timing.
Yeah.
You know, like this. I don't know a lot of people that just have 500 extra bucks to
No,
throw
not
at
right
a
now.
video game.
Oh, Frank does. Frank's
So-
buying it.
Cool.
Day one, Frank's in line.
You got 1,000? You throw one my way. Sweet.
Got you, bro. I got you.
Oh, there you go. See, there. You know what? He's gonna help pay for your contract
Perfect.
like that.
Got
That's how
you.
we're doing it. Or
Oh,
buying
is-
you an Xbox instead.
Awesome.
That'll be it.
That's
Kidding me? I
much
just
higher
have-
in value than my
I have to
contract.
get my kid a new phone.
Oh yeah.
Nah, he
His
doesn't
kid-
need a new phone. He's fine.
This kid broke his phone. Well, you know what? If
What
he
do you
has
need a
an
phone for?
Xbox, he can
Well,
talk to his
because
phone
he
on
jumped into the
Xbox.
hot tub with his phone in
What do
his
you need a
pocket.
phone for? He needs to just be unreachable.
That's me.
Isn't that a mutant?
See,
that's
I can go a week without a phone. He can't.
I mean, no. I kind of agree with him on that. But that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
You know, to see what they end up doing with it. And then, of course, we have Batman news. And actually, I guess say DC, I guess, because
DC
The
news.
Rock.
Yes.
So we can say DC.
Yeah, we got reports this week. So Batman had begun resuming filming, and they had to stop filming because Robert Pattinson tested positive for COVID.
He forgot
So-
to put his mask on.
Well,
Apparently
his
COVID is
unfortunately his
vengeance.
mask does not cover the bottom half of his face. So, hopefully he recovers quickly
Yes.
and well. And I didn't hear if there were any reports of anyone else on set catching it. So,
One report said one person had it, and I
Yeah.
think that they think that's how he got it, I think.
okay.
But that's all I've read,
Yeah.
is that maybe one person had it.
So hopefully everyone is safe and healthy, and I know that they had some precautions in place as they were, trying to film again, and one of those precautions was testing more frequently, so they were able to catch it hopefully early enough.
I hope so.
It didn't cause like an outbreak or anything like that, but
the last thing we need.
that's sad. Also we also got news that The Rock,
Dwayne The Rock
his
Johnson.
wife and his daughters had all contracted COVID, and at this point, it's kind of been reported that they were that they have all recovered from it. So that's good.
Yes, exactly.
Definitely, it's tough. We don't know how he caught it or whatever. It's not that big a deal, but it sounds like everybody's okay.
Exactly.
And so I think because of that, there were a couple jokes that floated around about that one. I don't know if you heard it, but it did make me laugh.
I heard Robert Pattinson's one, the whole, well, I'm wearing a mask. I saw that.
Yeah, no. So there was the one because one of the symptoms of COVID is not being able to taste or smell. And so it was the joke.
already
The
know where it's
joke was
going.
that his family found out they had it when no one could smell what The Rock was cooking.
That's funny. That makes sense. Yeah, because his whole catchphrase was, do you smell what The Rock is cooking?
Right. So
That's
I
funny.
was like, that's pretty good.
That's a
Like,
good one.
Maybe if they were just diagnosed with it, maybe not as funny. But now that
Yeah.
they're all recovering, like we can.
It's funny. Now we can make fun of
we
it. Now we can do
make that
that.
joke.
So, well, DC's two main guys coming out.
Yeah, Batman
catch
and
'em.
Black Adam.
Well, I'm glad one's better, and I'm hoping Robert Pattinson's gonna get better soon.
Yeah, I mean, you
We
never
need our
know.
Batman.
But
Yeah.
but certainly we
Look,
think that
2020 can't touch
unlikely.
him. They need to leave him alone.
I'm sorry, if 2020 can take Chadwick Boseman, 2020 can do whatever it wants.
I mean, it can at this point. Can I make some suggestions? 2020, who you could take, please?
It's not listening to you.
It's not. It's. But you know what? Who is listening to me?
Who's that?
Sony.
Are they?
Yes.
And how do
Because-
you know this?
Because last week last week it was, or the week before. Was it?
It
week
was
before?
the last
week.
couple weeks. I don't know exactly when.
We had talked about
Yep.
the Spider-Verse.
Correct.
And we had
because
talked
Olivia Wilde
about-
was going to be directing a Spider-Man-esque, like a Spider-Verse
Somebody-
Sony series movie
Somebody in the Spider
about a
family.
female hero, and we speculated on who it might be.
And I said Silk would be the one I'd want to see.
Yeah.
And I would hope to see. And then news broke.
Yep.
Silk is in the works. Or they're talking about it, I should
It
say
is,
first.
but it is a TV show.
It's still coming.
Yes,
It's coming.
it's coming.
So we say it, and somebody's listening at Sony. They're like,
Wow.
you know what? This guy's onto something.
Yeah.
This guy right there.
Hey,
he knows
Sony,
something.
while you're at it, just give Tom Holland to the MCU forever, in perpetuity. And we don't want your
So-
Venom. We don't want your Morbius.
we don't want any of that. We
Just-
want Tom Holland to go over there.
We just want Spider-Man.
You know
to
what? I don't
be
mind your
able
Morbius. Just get rid of Jared Leto, please.
Well,
Just
that-
trash the whole
but-
thing and do
but
Jared Leto.
Yeah, no, it's too late.
No,
because-
we just trash that movie
Okay,
and just take the loss and get a
Okay.
good actor.
too late.
Can't we just put someone else's face on him? I mean, they did that for V for Vendetta. I mean, they put Hugo Weaving's voice over someone else's.
Yeah, that's a
face.
voice. That's not a face.
Can't we do this? There's got to be something.
Sure. Okay.
There's the technologies there.
Okay.
So Silk
Yeah.
might become a TV show, which is still really cool. I mean, I honestly didn't expect to get anything out of that, and here we are.
Here she
Silk.
comes. Maybe.
Hopefully, I hope that would be cool to see because, like I said, she has a lot of going on, and I think, and I quote me if I'm wrong, she would be the first Asian superhero we'd be beginning because she's half Asian, I believe.
Well, I mean, we are getting Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi, and he would come out before that, wouldn't he?
Yeah, I think that's now set for May of next year, maybe. I don't remember exactly.
So she would be the first female Asian then at that point, I guess, that we would be getting.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on what you mean by superhero and stuff. I mean, there was in Agents of Shield, there was an Asian character, Ming-Na Wen,
Oh, okay.
that played. I mean, she
Oh
was.
yeah, she was in there.
She
I remember
was
that.
Melinda May, and so she was a Shield agent. She
Yeah.
wasn't necessarily a superhero. She did not have superpowers.
Yeah,
Um,
that's true. It depends where you want to.
and
that line,
yeah,
I
and I
guess.
mean, I'm sure in some of those X-Men movies, there's probably been a mutant
true.
that was Asian, but I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's true.
What's there was the girl that played Jubilee. Isn't she Asian descent?
She might be. I have to
I don't
actually
know.
be looking at her, but
I don't know.
we'll see. But that's cool. So Silk will be there.
Yeah, I would say
happy.
that this will be the first major leading role for a Asian female superhero.
There you go. That works.
There you go.
So I'm excited for that. I'm excited for Silk.
Silk.
I was hoping for it. It's coming through. So thank you, Sony, for listening. I appreciate that.
Fingers crossed.
And I think the last bit of news.
Yep.
Ray Fisher talking.
Ray Fisher and DC
Again?
trading blows.
And I want to say this.
So Ray Fisher played Cyborg in the
Yes.
Justice League movie, which went through a lot of turmoil in its production, where Zack Snyder kind of had a personal tragedy, and whoever story you believe, either maybe that he got. They didn't really like the movie he was making anyways, so they looked for an excuse to fire him,
Yeah.
or he really was dealing with that tragedy and he just felt like he had to step away. And they ended up bringing in Joss Whedon, who clearly changed a lot of the movie.
Oh yeah.
Ray Fisher had some things to say about Joss Whedon that he kind of trashed a lot of the stuff that Zack Snyder had created. He was trashing a lot of the people that Zack Snyder had worked with. And so he just kind of said it was kind of an abusive and unprofessional set, and that he was enabled by certain executives and producers at DC, including Jeff Johns, who still works for Warner Brothers in DC.
Right.
And it's just kind of turned into a little bit of a he said, she said. Warner Brothers has basically accused him of not participating with their internal investigations or offering up any actual evidence of the abuse that he's saying existed. He's then come back and said, well, they didn't really hire an independent investigator, and their president, tried to get me to, back off of Jeff Johns since he still works there, and then they would, kind of agree with me on the rest of it, but only if I stop trashing Jeff Johns. So it's just been
It's a mess.
It's a huge mess, and nobody really looks good at this point.
No.
You know, Warner Brothers doesn't look good. DC doesn't look good. Ray Fisher doesn't look good. But it's all really weird because the Snyder Cut is coming that Ray Fisher is in, and like WB is putting that out like next year, and so it's really weird to still have this being going on.
Yeah.
Well, they're making that, so I don't know what to. I don't know what to expect.
Do you think? And not saying it didn't happen. I'm not gonna downplay that.
Sure.
You think any of this could be upplayed a little bit just to get like promotion for that more and more?
I mean, it certainly could be.
Okay.
I don't think so. I think Ray Fisher has a perspective on what happened.
Yeah.
And I think that he feels like this is an appropriate moment to talk about that. With everything going on in the world, that, you know, that he's saying, and he knows this is going to hurt his career because it absolutely will.
Oh, yeah. It's going to destroy it, probably.
And he's saying, you know, I mean, that was his first major movie role. So it's not like he's an established star. We're not talking about Denzel Washington here.
Right.
You know, I mean, when I said Ray Fisher, I also had to say the guy who plays Cyborg because most people, he's not a household name.
Yeah, exactly.
People don't know him. And so, you know, I think he's taking a stand for what he thinks is right. And I wasn't there. I don't know.
Nope.
I can't speak on it at all. But you know, at the end of the day, clearly he thinks, you know, that there was unprofessional and abusive behavior on set, and that, you know, the people that, you know, were either displaying that behavior or were allowing it to happen need to be held accountable.
Exactly.
And so that's why he's doing what he's doing. And so I can respect that. He's standing up for what he believes in. Again, I don't know the facts. I don't know the specifics. I can't speak to it. But it's really, the timing of it all is super interesting, like I said, because the Snyder Cut is a thing that's happening.
And it comes out later this year or next?
No, it's going to be next year,
okay.
Most likely.
It'll be. Oh, yeah. It's pretty much going to his career at this point. I mean, he might be able to get other work, but once you upset a big company like that, they're going to blacklist you. You know, the best one to look at something like that is Keanu Reeves. With, I think it was Speed 2 he backed out of, and they blacklisted him for a long, long time. And it took him quite a few years to come back from that. So that may happen to him, but hopefully not. Hopefully whatever's going on, they're able to investigate and do whatever's necessary and take that high road, and everyone be happy and everyone works it out. So, but I doubt it. But I can have
sunshine, rainbows, and
I got nothing.
That's Aaron.
I try at times.
No.
You know, Iron Man though, because Iron Man. But I don't know. We'll
Iron
see.
Man's a cynic.
Yeah. I got nothing because he's so right. I'm like, I mean, it's true. So on that note, I think that pretty much covers everything.
I think that's the news.
Out there could be more. If there's more, you should let us know in the comments below, and let us know what you think of everything that's going on right now with Geek News. Of course, the Take My Money segment, videos from the net. Let us know about all of that. What you think? You know, we're going to be off for 2 weeks. Yeah. So there may be some random videos.
Yeah, I feel like if anything major happens, one of us will probably shoot something real quick and talk about it. But
I think he means me because he'll be driving.
I'm not going to be driving for a month.
I thought he was.
No. So, you know, we'll see. If something huge hits, we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you know, we're going to take a little bit of time off, and
as always,
we'll be back stronger than ever.
We will look for...
I won't be here.
You were not going to be here for 2 weeks of the paranormal stuff. So when we come back, do expect some paranormal stuff. Hopefully we'll be able to talk about more stuff. One thing I don't think I've even told you yet, while he is gone, we will have Get Your Geek on, or Get Your Ghost on after the hunt. I don't know. I don't have a good name for that yet. Or aftermath, I guess you could say, where we'll have the people who are from the hunt here. I do want to give a shout out to some people real quick. 8th Dimension, which has David, Javi. They've been with us on a couple of stuff. There's a YouTube channel here in San Antonio. Damius, he is a rapper here in San Antonio. He actually was on a hunt with us. Erica, who's one of my friends, was out there. Ian, who's trying to become a musician. He's working on some music now. He's learning more and more, and trying to get up there. So these people were out there with us.
Yeah.
I want to point out no one's been to any of these locations except me. I've probably been to a couple of them. Oh, Peter, of course, Peter Minion. Give a shout out to him too. He's gonna be on these hunts with us too. Maybe Frank will be on this next one that we're doing very soon that we're shooting. So all these people are hopefully going to come back in, and we'll have a couple of chairs lined up, a couple more microphones hopefully, and be able to talk about all of our experiences while we're out there. Because I know, Rob, I don't know if you said you're not into all that stuff, but I know Kristen doesn't care for it either. So I think we'll take advantage of Robert not being here for a couple weeks and maybe do these aftermath shows and stuff.
Yeah.
So it'll be fun, guys.
I've never like, been intrigued by any of the haunted stuff or anything like that. And it's,
Yeah. I mean,
like I said, when we did our Would You Rather, I was like, yeah, I'll take the curse.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you had that one. So, and hopefully next season that we do, guys, season 4, we'll have some new segments. There's been one I've been throwing out there that maybe we'll be on the show first, and then maybe it'll break off. Maybe we'll do more of Would You Rather, because I kind of like that one actually, personally, and that's fun. So definitely, guys, y'all
It's
stay
almost
geeky.
like what if?
What if you were the one? I got nothing.
I'm not though.
Oh, I'm gonna go cry. Anyway, guys. So remember, guys, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Go to our Facebook page, YouTube page, everything at Official GYGO, and on all podcast channels at Get Your Geek. I'm Talking Geek. Everyone, stay out there. Stay